Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tip number 4 on Law of Attraction and Ho'oponopono. In the series of Attracting Abundance Always, I'm giving tips on a weekly basis. And we have covered 3 tips so far on Law of Attraction, Ho'oponopono. First one was about writing 100 dreams and broken up into 20 things you want to have, 20 things you want to do, 20 things you want to be, 20 things you want to see, 20 countries you want to visit. That's 100. Then we talked about vision board, where you put everything on a vision board and be able to have all the pictures of all the dreams that you can put up on a vision board. So visually, you're able to see this on a daily basis, because when you see it again and again, it'll come through. And number 3, we talked about visualization, whereby you need to look at it every day for 2 hours a day, if possible, from 17 seconds to 68 seconds per goal, per dream, in order for it to come through. And in that series, today is tip number 4. And tip number 4 is about affirmations, especially written affirmations, meaning to say to write. See, affirmations are very important. Affirmations are basically what follows the word I am. Like for example, you say, I am clever, I'm very good, or I'm, healthy, attract money, what follows the word I am, I am able to, have whatever I want, and I'm able to progress my career, I'm able to improve myself, whatever the word I am and followed after that, whatever words come after that is considered as part of your affirmation. So for law of attraction to work, it is very important for you to reprogram the way your brain works, a lot of us don't realize this, but from the time when we are small and as we're growing up, we have been influenced to think that we are not good at many things. Like, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot jump, you cannot run, you're stupid and whatever. And sometimes after a while, you tend to believe it. Now, it is very important for you to understand this. And no matter what people tell you, people can say you're stupid, people can say you're an idiot, people can say you're lousy, people can say you're lazy, people can say you're forgetful. Whatever people say will not affect you at all, until you say, I am, whatever they're saying it is. Because the word I am basically means aligning with God. And when the moment you say, I am that, then a few things happen. Number 1, your subconscious mind will start to believe that it is true. Number 2, you yourself you're affirming to God that that's what you are, which is not true. But unfortunately, our environment controls it. So nobody's born stupid. But when you saying that, I'm stupid because your teacher say you're stupid in maths, or father say you're stupid in maths, or, somebody compared you and say, how come your brothers and sisters are clever, but you are stupid? So you tend to believe in it. So the moment you say, yeah, I'm stupid in maths. Yeah, I'm always unhealthy. I am this, I am that. And it becomes true. See, though my parents were rubber tappers, I grew up in the estate. But from the age of 14, 15, I was reading books, and when I was reading books, I learned a long time ago how I affirm to myself is very important. So that's the reason why at the age of 40, I was able to retire. That's the reason why I was able to manage and do a lot of things that I've done in my life, because I've always believed whatever follows the word I am will come through. And it means I need to be in control of what I say on a daily basis, and I hope you as parents, I hope you're listening to this, because you need to know that what you're telling your children and what they're telling themselves will become a reality. So that is law of attraction, and scientifically that's true, because you are programming your pineal gland or your reticular activation system. But more importantly, you need to understand that though we are abundance is our birthright, we are born as a divine being, but we tend to say a lot of negativity to ourselves in order to put us down or bring ourselves down and think that we are inferior. So I've met many people over the many years. I've done programs, and a lot of time people have this inferiority complex, not because they were born with it. Nobody's born with it. Everybody's born as a baby. Okay, nobody's born stupid. Nobody is born, a leader. Everybody is born as a baby. Okay, I'm sure you know that, right? But how we programmed ourselves is all got to do with your kindergarten, your schooling, your parents, your friends, that kind of thing, right? So as I teach law of attraction, I always tell people that means you need to reprogram yourself. And how you reprogram yourself is you need to start saying to yourself, I am blah, blah, blah. But then again, it becomes a problem, because a lot of us are still not able to say it out loud because we don't believe in it. And also because we still live in an environment where people might not say the right things, motivate you positively. So in law of attraction, one of the things I teach is called written affirmation, and written affirmation is basically for you to write down affirmations of what is it that you want to be or what is it that you are, after followed with the word I am. I am. Of course, I added on two other things, which is emotion and gratitude. So you normally say, I am happy and grateful. So if you say, I'm happy and grateful that I'm slim, trim, and healthy, you'll be slim, trim, and healthy. If you say, I'm so happy and grateful that I am, very rich, I have lots of money, and I'm full of happiness, and that's what's going to happen because of the word. These words come after the word I am. So those affirmations are to be reconstructed accordingly. Yeah. So what you need to do, all of you need to do, is pick up 2 or 3 things that you want in your life. 2 or 3 things in your life. For example, you want to be slim, trim, and healthy. Maybe you want to have 100,000 in your bank account, and maybe you want to be able to buy a car or buy a house or maybe get promoted, something like that. Pick 1 or 2 things, and you need to construct what you call a affirmation. Now, I know you want hundreds of things. I know you want so many things. I know you want to be very specific. I want this car, I want this watch, I want this house, I understand all that. But for a start, think about what is the most relevant thing to you, maybe 1 or 2 or 3, and of course, with money, you can buy a lot of other things, correct or not? So you need to construct what you call an affirmation. Now, for those of you who are watching this video, if you want to construct it properly and not too sure, you construct the affirmation like the way I'm going to suggest to you now, and then you can send me through Facebook Messenger and say, Mr. Karthi, I've constructed my affirmation. Can you check? I will check and tell you whether it's right or wrong. So this is what I would suggest. Let's say someone wants to be slim, trim, and healthy, and weigh 50 kg, and wants to have 100,000 in the bank account, and maybe drive a brand new white color Honda Accord. Okay, for example, and you want to do it by, say, December 2022. So then your affirmation will be, I am so happy and grateful that I am slim, trim, and healthy, weighing 50 kg, comma, I drive a brand new white Honda Accord, comma, and I have 100,000 ringgit in my bank account as of 31st of December 2022. Okay, now you see, I'm so happy and grateful that I am slim, trim, and healthy with 50 kg, comma, I drive a brand new white color Honda Accord, and I have 100,000 in my bank account as of 31st of December 2022. So you can be like, I'm slim, trim, and healthy, weigh 50 kg. I have 100,000 in my bank account, and I've been promoted as a manager in my company as of 31st of December 2022. Doesn't really matter, but you need to write down. I normally suggest 3 things. Don't write too many things. Yeah, I'm so happy and grateful that my children are extremely clever and score in their exams. I am very healthy and happy, and I have got 100,000 in my bank account as of 31st of December 2022. So something like that, right? So you need to come up with this kind of a sentence, and for it to work for you in your life, you must write it down 16 times a day. Okay, this is the key. The key is get a notebook. Get a notebook of a notebook, and what you do is on a daily basis, put a date every morning. Preferably morning. Don't do it at night. Preferably morning. Anytime in the morning. Sit down and write the affirmation 16 times a day. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm slim, trim, and healthy, and I weigh 50 kg. I drive a Honda Accord, and I have 100,000 in my bank account as of 31st December. You write this 16 times a day in the morning itself. Now, you don't write in installment. Don't write 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night, nothing like that. Sit down, finish 16 times, and then let go. Because when you write, now, scientifically proven, when you write something, it gets stored in your brain faster, better, and is more powerful. And number 2, if you write it down, it is also believed in some spiritual, in some scriptures, ancient scriptures, spiritual scriptures, that says that whatever you write down more than 15, 16 times will come true. Now, so what I would suggest is that for you to make it a habit. Now, I've got so many examples of people who got promoted, who got a job, who got children, who got, car, who got a house, who got money, everything because they wrote an affirmation. When I was in the university, I wrote down, I'm so happy and grateful that I work in Bank Negara, Malaysia as of this date. When I left Bank Negara, when I left University of Malaya, I actually got a job as a lecturer in Stanford College, but I kept writing. 6 months later, I got an interview in Bank Negara and I got a job in Bank Negara, and there's so many examples. I will tell you why the affirmation always works, but you need to write it 16 times a day. Now, a few questions that some of you will ask is, Mr. Kati, how long do I write? Well, write until your goals come through. That's number one. So if your goals come through, then you change it, okay? Or as you're writing it, you feel that the goals are not right or the date is not right, you can change it. There's no harm in changing it, but the wording is very important. I'm so happy and grateful, and then whatever you write, as if you have achieved it. Remember, I'm so happy and grateful. I am, not I will be, not I want to be, but I am slim, trim, and healthy. And I drive a Honda car, not I want to buy a car, I will buy a car, I hope to buy. No, I am driving a Honda car. And not I hope to have 100,000 car, but I have 100,000 car. So the wordings are very important because you need to write it down as if it's already happened, even though there's a date, there's a future date for it. And on that date, it's all done. So it's like, done, finished, confirm. On that date, I'll have all this. When you do that with conviction, God or universe will give you whatever you want. So that is tip number 4 today on Law of Attraction Ho'oponopono about written affirmation. So please remember this. Construct a good affirmation first. Take 2 or 3 of your major goals into it and write it the way I asked you to write, and write down 16 times a day. If you need to change subsequently, you can. If you need to check whether the affirmation is correct, then send me a FB messenger. All right. So that is tip number 4. I'll see you for tip number 5 on Law of Attraction and Ho'oponopono on Tuesday, on the 1st of February. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.